tackle game. It's the Packers and the Lions. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm 6 of their last 8. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, Reedy. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And it's fielded at the 34. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Hooker. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan. Good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Throwing on first down. Reedy. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On second down, Peoples, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Reedy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hooker now off play action. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. The Lions at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off a loss last time out, but overall they've been playing pretty well. 6 wins and 8 prior to that defeat.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
Hooker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the Pack. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're... He's got his man. It's a great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. His interception on that last drive set the other guys up pretty good. They had solid field position. They cashed in with a touchdown. Now he's got to try to get things right here. 1st and 10. And a throw right sideline is complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Operating from the gun, Reedy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Reedy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's Brad Robbins now. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 2nd down, Hooker setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 35. That catch, by the way, ties him with Anquan Boldin all time. He's got 1,076 career catches.
That number's staggering, isn't it? And to accumulate that many catches, you have to have played like Anquan Boldin with a fierce toughness and a ton of pride.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Hooker. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down. Almost back to the drawing board.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. That catch pulls him level all-time with Terrell Owens, who finished with 1,078 receptions. So now he's at 1,078 and rising. Here's Hooker. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Here's Hooker to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Reedy. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Reedy. And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
That's caught by Sims. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Myers' kick is good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, Reedy. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. A gain of 22.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 20, here's 2nd and a yard. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reedy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Off-play action. Reedy. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This from 32 yards away. Myers kick. 6. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, That's the one that bothers me more.
The one there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing. Hooker. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Reedy. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On first and 10, Reedy. That's taken in by Watson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry passing game. They've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
And they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. Screen play set up for Williams. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a